get me started, looking backwards to move on. Strong yet open-hearted, accept leaving when leavings come. Gone, didn't see it coming, never said I love you, hope you knew. Now my bags are packed and my sails are tacked and my course is marked by stars. When this cycle ends, will it start again? Will we recognize old friends? I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on, leave a little light on. I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on, leave a little light on. Time always unwinding, all these deadlines in my mind. Seeds and dreams we planted, took for granted, didn't prove. Walking down this road when my pulse beats slow, hope to have you close at hand. When this cycle ends, will it start again? Will we recognize old friends? I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on, leave a little light on. I'm on my way, on my way, on my way, on my way. Leave a light on, leave a little light on. I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on, leave a little light on. I'm on my way, on my way, on my way, on my way. Leave a light on, leave a little light on, leave a little light on.
Boom. What's going on, boys and girls? Everybody's trickling in slowly. They always do on Wednesdays. What's up, Evan David? What's up, Joseph? Just got your request. Oh, it's just not up on that screen. It's up on this screen. That's all that matters, Joseph. Doesn't mean you have to want to remind me later on. What's up, Ant? So hopefully everybody is doing well. Joseph Joseph and Evan David, I got your stuff done. I'll send it out to you this evening. I just hadn't got around to it today. Yeah, it was James. Yeah, I have a James top 10 coming up this month. While we wait for people, let's go ahead and go with a song battle here. A little Evan David song battle. Iron Maiden. We did Iron Maiden top 10 last month. Got another Iron Maiden top 10 coming down this month. So we'll start out with this battle. What's up, River? How you doing? How was work? I forgot to send you your dreadnoughts. I was telling everybody, I'll send everybody's stuff out this evening. I'll send everybody's Patreon stuff out this evening. I got it all done. I'm in the middle of editing. I'm waiting for a download here of a Heart album that I did. And then I've got to edit a Mountain Goats that I shot today. And then I'm all done with November, which is insane. Kudos to everybody for getting their stuff in early. Well, that's true, Joseph. I was going to say the day's not over, but actually by the time I get it to you, the day will be over. It will be the 2nd. River, that's awesome, man. The sales world is a pressure-packed world, dude. I've been in the insurance business for 20 years, and I haven't done much of it in the last 5. But especially early on, man, it was trying times, man. Trying times. This is a battle for those of you that just got in here. I told you, Evan David, that the Iron Maiden would percolate along, man, and it is. It'll just keep getting views. Boom. All right. Dang it, Joseph. That's exactly what the problem is. That's exactly what the problem is. And then it's going to be jacked up because we fall back on Sunday. Then it'll be back to the time it was supposed to be anyway. Then it's going to be right back to how it was. Nothing like confusion, right? I should have put something up on the Facebook, and I just didn't get around to it. I should have done that. Going against wasted years. Some of us may have had some of those in our lifetime. Present company excluded, probably. Seppi Ween, let's go. I will get that ready. Okay. What's up, and it was challenging my spelling skills, right? The contortionist. Not that hard of a word to spell, but when you're going to type it in, because I can't see the screen when I'm typing into Spotify, I'm like, man, this old man's got to get his spelling skills down. And I'm old. I came from when we had to spell. I guarantee you, man, at 6 o'clock, we'll have Cyclops rolling in here, Bo start. We'll have, like, it'll all be coming in. I do too, and I used to be really good at it. Like back in the day, we'd have our spelling bees, and I would kind of rule. And then over the years, spell check and the speed that you have to work, and like, spell check will get it. I know, I was wondering that too, Joseph, because Letha is always here. I don't have a request or anything, so yeah, I hope she's all right. A little more anthemic on this song than you get with a lot of the Maiden stuff. Speaking of, I've only done 20 of their songs on a countdown, but you know. Well, Evan David, there's not going to be a lot of people to vote on this, but there's a lot of people that watch this stream. You guys, if you're watching the replay of the stream, you can always vote on the winner in the comments. I mean, I don't know if I'd use the word worry or even concern, Joseph. Maybe mild curiosity when you're not here. No, I mean, I know you're busy, man. You know, when you're not here, I just know you're busy. Well, Letha is here, like, all the time. Is the acting strike, Joseph, still, like, affecting you over there? Because it doesn't appear like, you know, everybody thought when the writers settled that the actors would be settling quickly. That just has not been the case. I'm going with wasted years on this. Not that you asked me. Yeah, that's a pretty good song, man. There you are, Cyclops. What's up, man? Yeah, River, this song's really good, man. Not that I'm trying to influence the voting. I'm just saying, like, for me. Wasted years, Maiden. It's a battle. It's live. Thank you to Evan David for bringing it. Thank you to Ant for bringing this one, the Contortionist. Language 1, Intuition. River, I'll get your battle ready to go.
rise and rose to reclaim the source, the center. We will be the salvation, no more than seeks.
Define monster length, River. I was gonna ask you that. And like, how many parts we talking? 18 minutes, River. Wow. I mean, I believe that it can be incredible at 18 minutes. It'd be a rarity, but I believe it. I mean, if you say it's that good, yeah, I mean, I like this. I like the sound. I see it's from 2014. I guess I could have just looked at the album, huh? You know what, Ant? Like, I appreciate your donation. I'm just gonna play part 2. I'm just gonna let it roll right into part 2 because there's not a lot of people in here, and like I said, your donation was fantastic. I really appreciate it. So we'll get like the complete. That's 11 million streams, man. That's pretty good. You can already feel the build coming, like. The vocals are intense, but they're good, right? Because it's not always that way. Intensity's good. It's when that intensity gets to like, what the hell is this guy saying? That sometimes it falls to the point. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. All right, so that was Intuition. Now we're gonna go to Conspire. Definitely a difference. There you go, and on cue. The clock change is confusing you, Cyclops, and that's why there's nobody here. It's confusing everybody, but don't let it confuse you, because we fall back this weekend, so it's going to be back to whatever time it always was, right? So it's going to be back to 11 o'clock your time, so don't overthink it, man. I wish we turned back at the same time. This is quite the change up to state the blatantly obvious from intuition to conspire. Oh, I'm sure Cyclops is good. Yeah. It's even an hour earlier. Concept albums are a rabbit hole. I just did a Mountain Goats album. It's a concept album. And it's a different listen, right? You gotta really you gotta focus so you get it, at least the first time. Not a clue what he's saying, but I like it. Yeah, actually have a review of that album up, man. I reacted to it. Hell, I don't know. It's probably 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know. It might have been longer. Time blends in. Song's interesting that he alternates the vocal styles, right? He gets to get out that aggression, then he dials it back for the ladies in the crowd. Good bass work in here. Oh, I thought it was really good, and I thought it was really good. So last year, Trey and I did this album draft series where we ranked the top 5 albums each, the top 10 albums from 1965 to 2022. And in that, I went through all these critics lists. I listened to that Neutral Milk Honey, but I was listening to like 25, 30 albums a week. So I listened to it, and it's so critically acclaimed. I listened to it, and I was like, I don't know about this album. When I reacted to it, I mean, I didn't remember it. You just speed through it. Had the words up, deep dive into the research. I think I might have given it a 9, dude. If I didn't give it a 9, I'd give like an 8.75 on first listen. Like, it's fantastic. Joseph, your next reaction, I'm going to attempt to do in those growly vocals. I'm going to attempt to do that. The whole thing, just for you. We're at the Contortionist. Thanks to Ant for bringing that one. Now, I'm going to go to something that I'm going to be pretty sure is quite different. Ian Dury, The Blockheads. Reason to be cheerful. Part 3. Brought to us by Cyclops. Yeah, it would be like, Joseph, I would start it. I'd say 3 words and then have to take a drink. Well, and I thought it was interesting how it went back and forth, the dichotomy of that. I don't hear that a whole lot.
Why don't you get back into bed? Why don't you get back into bed? Why don't you get back into bed?
Reasons to be cheerful, part 3.
1, 2, 3.
Summer Buddy Holly, the working folly, good golly Miss Molly, and boats. Hammersmith Pally, the Bolshoi Bally, jump back
What's
in the
up,
alley,
Gern?
and nanny goats. 18-wheeler
Hope you're doing well.
All other mammals plus equal.
We're having a little time difference problem because in the UK they've already fallen back, so I expect everybody to roll in here in a little bit.
We can spare it. Yellow socks, too short to be haughty, too nutty to be naughty. Going on 40, no electric shocks. The juice of the carrot, the smile of the parrot, a little drop of claret, anything that works. Elvis and Scotty, days when I ain't spotty, sitting on the potty, curing smallpox. Reasons to be cheerful. Part 3. Reasons to be cheerful.
Got your battle coming up next, River.
Reasons to be cheerful. Part 3. Reasons to be cheerful. 1, 2, 3.
Exactly, Gern. So much daylight to say.
Reasons to be cheerful. Part 3. Health service classes, gigolos and brasses, round or skinny bottoms. Taking mum to Paris, lighting up the chalice. Wee Willie Harris.
Very catchy.
Bantu Stephen Biko, listening to Rico. Harper Groucho Chico. Cheddar cheese and pickle, the Vincent motorcycle. Slap and tickle. Woody Allen Darley, Dimitri and Pasquale.
Cyclops, I still haven't listened to Ren, and I'll tell you why. Because it's what I was just talking about a minute ago with concept albums. Like, with Ren, I'm going to have to sit there, I mean, to really get the full experience, and sit there with the headphones on. Not in front of this computer, obviously, but sit there with the headphones on, with the lyrics up, to really drink it in that first time.
Reasons to be cheerful. Part 3. Reasons to be cheerful. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, dear, dear. Perhaps next year, or maybe even never. In which case?
I'll have to go look at that. Every week, Cyclops, I say I'm going to get in there. And, did you post it on our Discord? It's not really our Discord. It's really Trey's Discord. 'Cause I just never do. I always forget about it. I'll have to go. I will go look at that. I don't know if I should listen to it before I go look at it or go look at it.
Part 3.
Saying okey-dokey, sing along with Smokey, coming out of Chokey. John goes straight soprano, add each other.
Yeah, I like this. I like the arrangement. I really have no idea what he's saying most of the time, but that's okay.
Why don't you get back
Reasons
into
to be
bed?
cheerful.
Why
Part
don't you get
3.
back into bed? Why don't you get back
Reasons
into
to be
bed?
cheerful.
Why
Part
don't you get
3.
back into bed? Reasons to be cheerful. 1, 2,
Evan David is in here right now. What's up, Little John? How you doing, man? The man, the myth, the legend. Dude, your Eurovision song battles just continue to cook. That first Turkey one, I was just looking at it today. I looked at it, it has 167,000 views. Still, by far, the top video on here. I know, I heard Trey the other day. I'm glad you reminded me of that, Evan Davis. I had planned on reacting to that song tomorrow. But I heard Trey say something like we're going to react to it together, maybe, which would put us Monday, I guess. All right, hold on. Got to get back to the live stream. I was vibing along, talking to you guys. Get back to the music. All right, let's go. Let's go a little battle here. A little battle. Santiano. Featuring Scaled, right? Scaled with the A, with the longest Johns. Let's go. This is a battle.
Santiano, 18 de 400 noms, je suis fier d'y être Matalo. Tiens bon la vague, tiens bon le vent, Iseo Santiano. Si Dieu veut, toujours droit devant, nous irons jusqu'à San Francisco. Oh, the wind was foul and the seas ran high, heave away, Santiano. She shifted green and none went by along the plains of Mexico. Tiens bon la vague, tiens bon le vent, Iseo Santiano. Tom
Welsh is, Tom Williams is Welsh, but he's hardly ever. No, this is good stuff, River. It makes me want to go back to the 1800s and sail the seas, man.
J'avais le cœur gros en doublant les feux de Saint-Malo. Tiens bon la vague, tiens bon le vent, Iseo Santiano. Si Dieu veut, toujours droit devant, nous irons jusqu'à San Francisco. It's where I wrote.
Are there videos for all of them, Cyclops?
Santiano. But now we're through, so we'll go on shore along.
Because that would be clutch, man.
Tiens bon la vague, tiens bon le vent, Iseo Santiano. Si Dieu veut, toujours droit devant nous irons.
Okay, thanks for that heads up. I may tackle that tomorrow afternoon, actually. Evan David, what are you doing for November? Remind me. I just can't remember. I was just curious on the Patreon. But it's a battle. We got the Dreadnought from the Dreadnoughts, which there'll be a reaction going up to them. That River did a full album reaction. I'll put up probably next Friday or next Saturday. Let's get it. The Dreadnoughts are coming to Cleveland? Right on, River. That's awesome, man.
And the Dreadnoughts her name. She's bound to the west where the stormy winds blow.
I think RTTC got a bigger Cleveland presence than we do anywhere else. We got you, River, in that area. We got Becca. We got Steve Contini. We got Shane O'Mac. We got
a skipping some Mary with a west in her wake. Her sailors like lions.
Often me and Trey will venture up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just work our way around, staying with everybody, mooching off everybody. Oh, dinner and a show. That's cool, dude. We don't really have anything like that here in Dallas. All right, Evan David, I'm looking forward to it, man. That'll be good. I haven't put any of the Kinks up in forever on the channel.
So wide, where the high roaring seas rove along her backside, where her sails taut as wires, and the black flag to show. All the way, the Dreadnought to the west wind will go. Derry down, 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 Derry down. Here's a health to the Dreadnought and all her brave crew. To bold Captain Willie, his officers too. Talk a bunch of flash packets, small tail, black ball. The Dreadnought's the flyer, but outsails them all. Derry down, 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 Derry down.
Stan Rogers, let's go, River. No pressure, guys. I've already got 2 for December that people got me. Well, one of them's easy because Carl's running the Neil Youngs that I haven't done that were released. The 70s albums will release later on. And one of our other patrons, Richard, already got me a 21st century Christmas song, which ought to be good because I thought it was a good concept. So I can actually get ahead a little bit. All right, I know which one of these two I would pick, but still got about 45 seconds of this. I'm going to put up the poll, but you don't know yet? Don't vote yet. Maybe I'll put it back-to-back days with the Christmas songs, Joseph. All right, the Dreadnought from the Dreadnoughts. It is a battle. Thank you to River for bringing that one in. All right, let's go back over here. Good little Dexy's Midnight Runners. Jackie Wilson said, I'm in heaven when you smile. As it should be. As it should have. I gotta wait for the title to roll. As it should have sounded in 2022. Yeah, Dexy's covering Band the Man. Keith, what's up? Keith, my American brother, he knows, like, we hear Dexy's Midnight Runners. That's pretty much all I got for you. Maybe 82? 83? Come on, Eileen. I know they had, I know they were much bigger. But, you just had, like, UK bands like Madness at our house. And I know Madness was huge in the UK, but that was it here. River, I know they had a ton of hits in the UK. I just never dove in. I mean, this is good. And you are keeping up the happy vibes, Cyclops. I like it. Yeah, I'm picturing the video right now, Keith. As all of us of a certain age do when we bring up a song in the early to mid 80s. The video just plays in your head with it. Oh, dude, River. So many bands get screwed by their hit. Now, if you have a big hit, it can pay for your career, unless you got that big hit when you got a crappy record deal, and that's what happens to a lot of them. Cyclops, I say it all the time, brother. There's nothing like music, right? You can just hear a song, and it transports you back to a time and place. And there's nothing else that can do that, right? Nothing else, man. It's awesome. Or it's bad, depending on what it brings you back to. All right. Now, JSB brought Stick Season by Noah Kahan. Probably not how you say his name, but Joseph will enjoy it if I butchered his name.
As you promised me that I was more than all.
Little John, I always follow what you always keep us updated on the Facebook group, and I like that with the albums.
Trailed off exactly as you passed my exit sign. Kept on driving straight.
Chumbawamba, tough thumping, right?
Now I am stuck between my anger and the blame that I can't face. And memories or something, even smoking weed is not replaced.
Hot in the shadow.
I'm terrified of weather, cause I see you when it rains.
I'm here for all the juvenile jokes, JSB. They're still funny.
And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I'll dream each night of some
263 million streams on this. There's a lot of streams on all these songs on this album. Not that many, but
split in half, but that'll have to do.
You know what, John? I've only listened to half of that Rolling Stones album, and I never got back to it. Once again, I want to do a little more active listening on it. In other words, headphones. I don't have to read the lyrics, but once called me forever, now you still can't call me back. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink
alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night.
Yeah, this is good, man.
Virgin to you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tire tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, but that'll have to do. Oh, that'll have to do.
I like the arrangement. I like all of it.
Half was you. I hope this pain's just passing through, but I doubt it.
You are hip. Yeah, when you said it's in the top 10 now, I'm like, you carry that mantle for both of us, JSB.
Forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol.
Who didn't Noah open up
for
Christmas,
and I'll
but she saw him as a support act for him. I mean, I vaguely remember this now, but
I did not lose. Now you're tire tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split.
okay, yeah.
That'll have to.
Because did you bring him after that? Didn't you bring one song from each? Or am I crazy about that? I could be crazy. All right. This one from John. We know him as Little John. Came in second in the Lithuanian national final of Eurovision. John's also got another song coming up soon. Little James Blunt action.
I could try forever. Nothing's gonna change your mind. Write a song or an album about how you'll never be mine. You rip my heart, you rip my soul, you rip my gut. I'm feeling so alone.
Well, yeah, I could be both, JSP. I'd rather be both than neither.
You rip my heart, you rip my soul, you rip my gut. My apathy and full.
Yeah, I didn't even look, Gern, where'd that album come in at? Tell me it came in at number 1. But it probably didn't. I meant to look at that. Well, hell, I guess I got a little thing called the internet, huh, Gern? I could look for myself, right? I could do that.
Instead, I'll gather crowds and openly share my broken heart.
Oh, I did not know that Blink-182's new album came out.
I'm feeling so alone.
So Blink-182 is 1, Drake is 2. That album's only been out for 3 weeks. And then the Stones are 3. I mean, they'll take that. Hey, Stick Season, Noah Kahan is 16. I haven't looked at the album charts in forever. Because I don't even know who the hell some of these people are. Most of them I've heard of. So many Taylor Swift albums. She is just printing money, man. Stones better be number 1 in the UK, John. I will pass it along, Evan David. I'll actually do that in just a minute so I don't forget. That's good, John. Let's see. What do we want to do now? Let's do a little Cure. The Love Cats. I don't know this song. I like The Cure. One of of my regrets musically of 2023 is I got tickets for The Cure for Mackenzie and Trey, and I didn't go. And then Trey did like a 30-minute live stream from there, and I watched it, and I was like, damn, that was a bad decision. Oh yeah, no, River, I get it. Oh, River, you'll get into some heated debates, maybe even here in chat. I happen to agree with you. I don't think it's arguable that he's talking about Taylor Swift's the most iconic solo artist of the last generation, or this one for that matter. 100%. Her numbers, sales, concerts, and culture. She has an impact that I really didn't think was possible nowadays because everything's so segmented out. So like her or hate her, her impact cannot be denied. And I really didn't think somebody could do that, right? Because we all watch different channels. We all listen to different music because of Spotify. You don't have to. We used to be a community experience. We'd all watch the same thing on TV. We'd all listen to the same music. But crazy. I'd like to get her back on the channel too, JSB. I'd like to do an album reaction with her over the holidays. She's going to see Blink 182 next summer in June. I know, Gern. Too nice, right? I should have just taken one of their tickets. I mean, I pulled this off the greatest hits, and I saw it on a few different things, but I didn't see what album this is off of. Was this just a single? You might not know, Cyclops, but... Yeah, that would be a good one, Evan David. I think River had a good idea. A stream would be good, a battle of like a band's big song versus what your favorite song of theirs is. Because if you really are into the band, it's rarely going to be the same song. What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? You feeling better? How's that arm? Yeah, I thought streaming had killed it too, River, but Taylor showed us different. I know. I'll ask him the second he gets in there, Cyclops. I mean, that's a weird thing to ask you, right? It's a very unique thing, so I didn't necessarily think you were going to know that off the dome. But... Oh yeah, Dylan, I think has the edge in songwriting by a ton, but he doesn't have the edge in vocals, right? So, well, if you've only heard Taylor Swift on that duet with Def Leppard, that was rough, Evan David. Like, that's the worst I've ever heard her sound. Like, she doesn't have a fantastic voice. Her voice isn't that, but she's got to truly stay in her lane. She can't do stuff outside of her lane. Okay, Japanese Whispers album. I mean, I've never even heard of that album. Are we going to go from that to James Blunt, and then we're going to the Devin Townsend project? Thank you to Little John for bringing us off the brand, well, yeah, the brand new album from James Blunt.
And I'm hanging by a wire on a street with no name, and my feet
Manny, what's up?
getting tired. You set me free.
The production is excellent on this. Okay. I have Sports Center on up here, and I see all this stuff of Bob Knight, and they're showing all these highlights of him, and I figured he might have died, and I just looked, it just broke that that he died. You know, man, here's what's weird. I'm not a big baseball guy. I know Steve Contini is in here. He's a big baseball guy. Steve, I'm doing pretty well, brother. No more jumping guardrails. Follow that doctor's advice. But I'm not a big baseball guy. It's kind of weird. I mean, I'm sure they're going to win the World Series, but... No, it does have a sense of style, John. Like I said, the production's fantastic. It's really well done. For this genre of music, it's really well done. Okay, Cyclops, that's what I was wondering. But now we're going to go to Heaven Send. Devin Townsend project. A River. Yeah, Keith, I mean, Trey's middle name is Knight, Knight, after Bob Knight. When I coached basketball, I loved Bob Knight. Until, that was when I was a youngster, until I worked his camp and met him. And then I was like, damn, probably shouldn't have named Trey Knight. Probably not. It's too late. Bostar, what's going on, my man? Evan David has a great question. I saw that, dude. I saw that river. That was awful, and it had to be highly traumatic for everyone that was at that rink. Yeah, Evan David says, question for the chatter. Taylor Swift is indeed the most iconic solo artist of the generation, which there's not any doubt. Who's the most iconic band if there is one? There probably isn't one, right? Who is just like universally liked. I just don't think we live in that world. Well, Steve, all those years when McDaniel, I mean, I know he coached the Raiders or the Broncos in 08, but and part of 09, but you know, Josh McDaniels was held up as this offensive genius. I think the offensive genius might have been two words, Tom Brady. I think that might have been it, because both of Josh's head coaching staff, his offenses were abysmal. Little known fact, the Raiders scored under 20 points in their first 8 games. No one's ever done that. So. River, you hate Maroon 5. I hate Maroon 5. Trey hates Maroon 5. Let's go. There you go, Steve. Yeah, make me a top 10, JSB, and I will just go in on it, man. I'll get a lot of hate comments. Yeah, I mean, they have a few catchy songs, Maroon 5. There's no doubt about that. Adam Levine, I'd flip Adam Levine off for 45 minutes too, man. Moves Like Jagger is the highest selling UK tune and did not reach number 1. Wow. It's building now. Got some undertones coming up. Got some Pearl Jam coming up. Yeah, I agree, Steve. You will not see iconic bands anymore at the 60s and 70s. Like, it was just all different, guys. Like, you only had, like, the radio was a big deal, right? For those of us who are older that are growing up, like, that's where you were going to hear music. You had nowhere else to hear it, man, unless a buddy of yours had a record or something. But if everybody's listening to radio, most people had all the same music, right? And so it's just kind of like an adventure. Like that we all went on together. Same thing for TV, right? Where we all had to watch the same 4 channels, right? So I just don't think Taylor Swift is a aberration, right? I just don't think people can become that famous and that impactful across culture anymore. I think that's sad in a lot of ways, right? I really do. It doesn't matter what I think, though. It is what it is. I think it's next to impossible, River, because I don't think people will have the same medium, right? Like, my daughter, who's almost 17, never watches regular TV, only streaming. Trey never watches regular TV. He only watches streaming unless it's sports, and he's almost 28. He will be on Sunday. So, like, I think that's part of the problem. We don't have the same delivery system. We're talking TV to be iconic or music. We all listen to podcasts and Spotify, right? So we're not really getting fed the same stuff. You like that Nightwish? You like that Nightwish vitriol that I brought on that? JSB? I got nothing against Nightwish. Just their fans that were clowns. Yeah, Bo Start. I mean, that's a crazy world we live in. Yeah, I hate the way the charts are now too, Little John. I mean, it's been this way for a while, but where an artist that's really over will get the top 10 or 12 songs on the chart, but then it falls right out. No, I agree, River. I don't think it's all bad. Definitely, it's not all bad. Because we can discover stuff that we would have never been able to discover because the radio stations were so corrupt, along with the record companies, and only push certain music. Which I'll tell you a story about that in a second. Speaking of corruption. This is a good song, man. It's almost, it's long, and it takes us through different things. It does not get boring. No, come on, JSP. Post that in the comments. Go in there and go, I agree with this clown reactor, whoever he is. And he doesn't seem to know much, but he was right about Nightwish. And just see what happens, man. Better yet, I'll do a song reaction and put it as the first comment in there. I am going to take this into a totally different direction. The most strange album you've ever actually liked. That has me intrigued, River. Look at that, but it's the legendary Teenage Kicks from Cyclops, keeping it happy. So when we talk about corruption in record companies, I just did a Heart album, but I didn't find it in this research, but when I was researching Heart before for something else we did, the story that Ann and Nancy Wilson were telling, you know, a record guy came around with them, right? When they were giving an interview, because that was the way you did it. I mean, they still do it now, but you went to different radio stations, did the interviews, pushed your new album. And that radio guy would ask every DJ, the big DJs from the big cities, what do you want, cocaine, hooker, or both, to play the music, to play their album? And obviously the Wilson sisters were appalled by this, but there was some corruption going on all the way around. Hooker or coke, A or B or C, do you want both? Legendary UK DJ John Peel, I remember this, said this was his favorite record of all time. They were born to play it at his funeral.
She walks down the street, another girl in the neighborhood. Wish she was mine, she looks so good.
I hear that, Little John. Just want to vegetate sometimes over the winter. I agree with that.
I'm gonna call her on the telephone, have her over 'cause I'm all alone. I need excitement, no, I need it bad, and it's the best I've ever had. I wanna hold her tight. That teenage kicks right
1979, man. I mean, this is just so catchy, right? To state the obvious.
Teenage kicks right through the night.
Oh, yeah, you got that right too, River. Yeah, because there's a way you can go into Spotify and just play something on repeat and juice those stream numbers, right? Yeah, JSB, it's good for you, but you're 100% right. Last year in the US, there was about 600 new shows, new series. This year, there's only going to be clocking in a little over 400. Now, obviously, the writers and actors strike had something to do with that, but yeah, everything's shrinking back down. I don't know this album. It's from 2013, Lightning Bolt.
Let me catch my breath to breathe and reach across the bed. Just to know where safe I am, a grateful man. This life
Virgil Sharkey, what a name, man.
and I can see you clear. Have to take your hand.
Movies, River. Dude, they used to be good. Like, we don't make the kind of movies that tell stories anymore. It's either horror movies or over-the-top Marvel stuff, over-the-top action stuff. Because I like some of that stuff, but I want more. Those were the days, huh, Steve? Time really goes fast. The older you get, the more you realize time goes fast. It's not the cliche. Eddie still sounded good in 2013.
Sirens covering distance in the night.
Dude, A21 definitely puts out some great stuff. And I agree with you, Reverend White. Sequels used to be great back in the day because like there wasn't a ton of them. Now everything. It's a certain dollar amount at the box office based on budget. We're going to greenlight that sequel.
For every choice, mistake I made is not my plan.
And it was way different, River, too.
Another man. And if you choose to stay, I'll wait out.
I have not seen the reboot of Frasier, but the reviews of it I saw were not kind, haven't they? But I'm assuming if you love the show Frasier, you're going to take whatever on a reboot. You're just happy that it's back. I like this. It's like everything, though. I think if you like Pearl Jam, you're going to like it. If you don't, no, you're 100% right, Joseph. I listened to this podcast here in America called The Town. A guy named Matt Bellamy. He used to be like the head of the Hollywood Reporter. He used to be an entertainment lawyer. This guy's deep inside the entertainment business. Like, he knows everybody. Like, he knows what the hell's going on, and he doesn't pull any punches. That show, that pod comes on 3 times a week. It's only 30 minutes a pop. I learn a lot. So I follow entertainment quite closely. And you're 100% right. It's all going to shrink down. It has to. Dude, Paul Giamatti, man, is just fantastic. I just watched the finale. I don't know if anybody here watches Billions, but the season 7 finale, which is the series finale, I just watched that this weekend. Oh yeah, I think Little John's right on too. You know, I mean, and there's a certain age that only watch YouTube basically, right? And free screen. So yeah, that's a great point too. Oh wow, that's high praise, man. That's high praise. I might have to check it. Giamatti's one of the best actors going today. But I don't think he ever got his due because we live in such a superficial world. And because of the way he looked. This guy's had a hell of a long career. I mean, I wasn't going to be so bold and arrogant to say that, Joseph, but, you know, it's possible. All right, Sirens, Pearl Jam. This is the home. Wednesday night streams at RTTC is the home of the 3-hour stream. Guess what? We've been on a little over an hour. We're on an hour 10. And we're out of songs because we don't have Lethea. We don't have Land of Broken Hearts. We don't have Chris. We don't have a lot of our norms here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was like top level Pearl Jam or anything, but it's pretty good for 2013 Pearl Jam. Bostar, Where's Me the Kids on Their Own, under 13, too young to be allowed to watch streaming that. And oh, you know it, Bostar. And these stinking things, man. These things right here. They really. Oh no, I'm not jonesing for any more. I'm not jonesing for any more requests. But I was just saying. But yeah, I think the phones like. It sounded like the old guy here because I love technology, man. I've always loved technology, but the phones are a very dangerous thing. And it's always telling that the heads of Google, Microsoft, Facebook, they don't let their kids have phones, smartphones. Probably should tell us something, right? Probably should tell us something. But, I mean, oh, you got a Bose Bluetooth. That's what I need to get. I got a kind of like a cheap speaker that doesn't sound that great. I need to get a Bose. I need to sock aside the money for that. All right. Well, you know what? Let's see. I mean, Bo Start, give me a song. I mean, I'm probably going to go in a little bit, actually. But give me a song, Bo Start. Give me something you want. I'll put you on the spot. Which isn't all bad because I filmed today, and I never usually film on streaming days. And yeah, I can predict it. I can predict, I think, with most of you guys. Not everybody, but I know your styles. It's kind of the cool thing, right, about hanging out all the time. Like you can kind of know what people like. Although, like stuff that I thought I liked, well, I mean, I do like stuff that I thought I liked. But stuff that I thought I wouldn't like, that's been the biggest eye-opener. And it happens to me all the time still. It happens to me all the time. Oh, normal services will resume next week because everybody will just be back on the same as we fall back. But, yeah. Yeah. Like, what did that happen to me with? What the heck did I just record that happened to me with? An album that I'll tell you what it was. It was the Violent Femmes, their debut album. So kind of the essence of this channel was over 5 years ago in the summer, Trey got the 100,001 or the 1,001 albums that you listen to before you die, which is a very popular book. Brian Massey's Main Entertainment, who was a stalwart on this channel for a long time. He went through that whole book. Trey's going through that whole book. Well, Trey made this spreadsheet of it, and then me, Gina, Trey, and him, or Mac and him, were going to go through, and we'd each pick an album, and we'd all listen to the same albums and give our thoughts on it. And Violent Femmes was one of those albums. And I just listened to it once, and I hated it. And I just did a review of it. You know, I listened to it that one time 5.5 years ago. And it's absolutely, it's brilliant. I mean, I gave it a 9.0 on first listen, which you guys know I don't do. River, I know, dude. Like, at least we're falling back so I don't lose an hour of sleep, right? At least I don't lose an hour of sleep. So yeah, guys, I guess, I mean, it's not all bad because my back is kind of killing me anyway after I did the filming. So, yeah, there's no Friday stream this week for Trey or next week for Trey because it's Trey's birthday. He's going out of town this weekend. It's his birthday on Sunday. And then a week from Saturday, he's officiating a wedding. So I imagine he's going to be, we got to keep on going. You got me, Bo Start. Let me do that. So there will be no live streams the next 2 Fridays. I'm here on Wednesday nights like clockwork unless something horrible happens. But do a little Fleetwood Mac. Keep on going. Kind of appropriate, right? Let's go. I'm going to send them in like, as soon as I'll play this song, guys, and then I'll probably sign off. I will send them River like in the next, I'll send yours and Evan David's in like the next 15 minutes, dude. As soon as I get off here, I'll pop on there and get them to you. This album just had its 50th anniversary. Dang. Written by Bob Welsh, but sung by the late, great Christy. You heard the new Fleetwood Mac live album from the Rumors tour? I know you're not asking me that, JSB, but I'm going to have to go listen to that. Of course, River. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. I can say guys, because there's no girls, no Becca, no Lethea. Like, I don't know what you guys did to run them off. I will do that every day. It's going to be weird. Like, I saw Trey on Monday because he's over here streaming, right? But, because we're not training, I see Trey 3 times a week because, you know, we do training. We're not training this week, so I won't see Trey for a week, which when I'm thinking about it, it might be the longest time I've ever gone without seeing Trey in his life. He's almost 28, so it's not all bad. Pretty good run. Ooh, Judas Priest. Really no Judas Priest up on the channel, River. Which is kind of weird. I should say teaching more than training, man. So Trey and I teach basketball classes. It's kind of the way I make a living. So we teach those on Tuesday and Thursday night, and then we do 1 hour of volleyball on Monday nights. Not our specialty, but we pull it off fine. Basketball, 4 hours on Tuesday, a couple hours on Thursday. I like the Decades theme nights most. You guys know me, man. I don't come with the theme nights because Trey handles that every other week. So you'll have a theme night every week because he'll alternate amongst Monday and Friday. I'm not opposed to a theme night if you guys ever want to do it, but I won't ever just walk into straight theme. Like if we do 70s theme, I never walk into you've got to do a 70s song, right? I still allow other stuff. Yeah, River, that's it. When you get a band with a huge catalog, man, that's why I always go with people on top 10s. Because people sometimes will come in and like be disrespectful on the Patrons top 10 list, and I will go with them. Like, do you have any idea? I can't believe this song was on here. Well, let's see your list, my man. Let's see your list. Oh, I know Trey does too, Bostart, but it's limiting because when people see it in the announcement, they're like, I don't really like any whatever, 70s music. Well, I'm just picking it, whatever, right? And so they don't even join. Yeah, River, like have some definite latitude there. JSB will tell you, though, Trey used to be hard and fast on these themes. Nothing outside of the themes, but Trey's mellowing with his old age, right? He's mellowing. I mean, Keith, best decades, 70s by far. Best decades really 66 to 75, just because the 70s did have disco dominating the latter part of the decade. Not that it's bad, but too much of it is too much. But, if we had to pick a proper decade. Because the 60s are hurt because the early 60s are all, West Side Story, Sound of Music, the crooners. And I like the crooners some, but so 70s really is the thing. But, 66 to 75 would be that perfect spot. All right, guys, we're still hour 20 minutes, so I didn't leave you too little to do. But if you're in the UK, you get to go to sleep a little bit earlier or have something else to do with your night before it turns midnight. And it also means that, JSB, I'm going to get that to you, your reaction within the next 45 minutes. So I still got it to you on day up. All right, guys, appreciate every single one of you. Always enjoy hanging out with you. It's a little mental reset for me that I always need on Wednesdays. So I will be back here next Wednesday, and buckle up because I'm sure we'll be back to our marathons, which I always enjoy. So stay safe out there. Peace.